Hello, world. Welcome to episode 114 of the Jimmy Canz Show. I got my laptop back. We're back to technology. Coming at you. Yeah, coming here. NXT Halloween Havoc predictions. It's this Saturday from the Performance Center here in Orlando, Florida. 6 matches on this particular Havoc. And we do have a new champion. Yes, I was able to wrestle the title away from Rodney at Extreme Rules. Actually, I almost had a clean sweep on Extreme Rules if it wasn't for the Edge match. But yes. Anyway,
well, hey, congratulations, champ.
Thank you. So let's get into this one. The first one we will discuss out of the gate will be the ambulance match between Julius Creed and Damon Kemp. And if Kemp wins this one, Brutus Creed must leave NXT. So high stakes in this one. Rod, why don't you start us off on this one? Who you taking?
I'm going Creed. I think the stakes are too high for him to lose this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I think there's still too much tread on the tires with the Creed brothers to break them up. Unless, I mean, the only caveat I could see is it says that, Brutus must leave NXT. I don't know if both of them are ready for a call up. You know what I mean? If Julius loses and he says, well, I'm going to go with my brother, and then they show up on Raw or SmackDown, I don't know. That's a possibility, but I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're quite ready for prime time yet.
And just to put it on record.
Ring work wise, they're great, but I think promo wise, they're still, you know what I mean? They still need a little seasoning.
And for the record, I'm not a fan of losing call ups, like getting called up off call-ups. Not a fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, I think they've got some more tread on the tires, and I think eventually we're going to see. I mean, this is just a gut feeling, simply based on the names. I think we're going to see a breakup between the Creeds at some point in time. I mean, they named these guys Julius and Brutus et tu, Brute. You know what I mean? Like the stab in the back is kind of
it writes itself. It's a layup.
Yeah, it's kind of a layup there. So I think that will happen at some point in time. When exactly, I don't know, but we wait and see. So we're in agreement on that one. Next one is the match between Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. They spun the wheel. They made the deal. It's going to be a Weapons Wild match. And for that, I'm going to take Cora Jade in this one. I think her heel persona needs this win to help grow. I don't think it hurts Roxanne to lose this one. She's kind of that plucky, chasing baby face still. Yeah. So, I don't think it will hurt her to take the L here, but I think it would really hurt this new heel persona of Cora Jade to take the loss.
I'm going Perez. I think we may stay here with the feud with these two for a bit, with Cora Jade winning the overall feud. But some kind of weird stip here. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ways we can go. We can sneak her a win out of here.
I mean, Cora did get the win last night via DQ over Roxanne's picked opponent of Raquel. But then Roxanne came out and kind of got the better of Cora at post-match and hitting her with the kendo stick repeatedly. You know what I mean? So Roxanne was standing tall in the go-home show. Indication that the match is going to go the other way.
I like it. But I like to roll the dice.
Yeah. Next up, the 5-man ladder match for the vacant North American Championship. You've got the new Oro Ansa, Wes Lee, former 2-time North American champion Carmelo Hayes. We'll have Trick Williams out there with him, I am sure. Von Wagner, who will have Robert Stone out there with him, and Nathan Frazier, who got that last spot, taking the third and decisive match in his trilogy with Axiom, which was really, really good. Who you see climbing that ladder and becoming the new North American champion?
I think the guy I'm going to go with Vaughn. Sorry,
Von Wagner.
Vaughn. I think size for once will be the key determining factor in the ladder match. It usually isn't the size guys. It's usually more agile guys. I think I'm going wild card. I like to roll that dice.
You're rolling the dice. I like it. I'm gonna say Wes Lee. I just think that they had it on a heel, with Carmelo before, and then had Solo take it off of him and then vacated it, stuff like that. I think they want to run with the baby face. I think there's certain people I think they have plans for in the North American title picture, but I don't think it's Vaughn. I think Vaughn is actually going to probably be, my gut says he's probably the next major feud for Braun Breaker. So for that reason, I'm going to say the babyface here takes it. And, I think West kind of needs this now. He's kind of been in limbo since he lost his tag team partner.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Up, NXT Women's title on the line. The leader of Toxic Attraction, Mandy Rose, defends against Alba Fire. I'm sure Mandy will have Gigi and JC in her corner. Obviously, need to update my graphics. Mandy's gone blonde again, but fortunately, I didn't have a version of her with the title as a blonde to put on there. I'll kick us off on this one, and I'm going to roll the dice here. Alba Fire becomes your new NXT Women's Champion. My rationale on this is I've got a gut feeling that Toxic Attraction as an entity is going to get a call up very soon.
Okay.
So for that reason, they'll get the title off of Mandy, and then they can move them on up to the main roster. I mean, they already kind of did have, Gigi and JC on the main roster for a little while there with the WWE Women's Tag Team Tournament. So they kind of teased that already. But that's my rationale.
I'm gonna stay with Mandy Rose.
Mm-hmm.
I should Attraction a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Yeah. Maybe the first quarter of next year they'll go up. Keep them one more quarter.
Make the deal. Apollo Crews, Grayson Waller. So we do not yet know what the stipulation will be. This is a spin the wheel match where they haven't spun yet, so they're actually going to do it on the show. Got quite a few options, but it'll probably not be anything interesting. They usually aren't. The lowest possible denominator is in terms of potential gimmick matches is usually what it lands on.
2 out of 3 falls. I'm going Grayson.
Going Grayson?
Yes.
Grayson's been getting the better of Apollo in most of these. I'm going to say Apollo. Hopefully it kind of ends this feud. Maybe I think Grayson might be the guy that ends up then feuding with Wesley over the North American.
Mm-hmm.
After this, this just kind of puts this one to bed, and then he can move off and move into the North American title picture for a little while.
Okay.
But that, and last but certainly not least, is our triple threat title defense for Braun Breaker as he defends against both JD McDonough and Ilya Dragunov. Stips, just straight up triple threat match. I'm going to pick Braun to retain in this one. I don't think either one of the Ilya or JD is the right guy at this point.
Same.
Okay.
A great, Probably match of the night candidate, potentially.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, all three of these guys can go. I don't think Braun is quite ready for the call up yet. Similar to the Creeds, I think he still needs to work on his promos.
Mm-hmm.
His promos are still kind of shouty, just I'm gonna kick your ass, I mean, there's no real punch behind it. It's just, I don't know. They're very one-dimensional promos.
Like the good old days.
but wrestling's evolved from then. You know what I mean? You got to do more than just the shouty, screamy, I'm going to beat you up promos.
or if you're going to do that, you got to go even more. So what it is he's going shouty, screamy promo, but he hasn't gone complete psycho in his appearance.
Well, here's the thing: is like those shouty, screamy promos have their place. I think when it's this major blood feud. You know what I mean? And you're really, the guy has wronged you in so many different ways, like a shouty, screamy promo in that regard, because you've reached the limit. Makes sense. But not every friggin' promo needs to be that way.
The only way, if you're going to go every promo that way, your character has to be, what I'm getting at is Ultimate Warrior.
I was just gonna say your character has to be the Ultimate Warrior.
This is where I was going from the start. This is what I was saying. Like, if you're going to go shouty, screamy promo, you can't look like how Braun's character looks. I mean, he looks crazy, but you got to go crazier.
Yeah.
To go scream and shout every promo. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, I hear you.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. So those are our picks, our differences. In this one, we got a lot of differences here. You're going Perez, I'm going Jade. You're going Wagner, I'm going Lee. You're going Rose, I'm going Fire, and you're going Waller, and I'm going Cruz. So we got 4 differences. Gonna make for an interesting watch for us to see which way this thing shakes out. Yeah. And then just a few weeks away, we'll be back. We'll be coming at you with our Crown Jewel predictions. That card is starting to take shape. Got, Brock and Bobby Lashley. I mean, that one just, should be very hard hitting. Both men with MMA background. Both men incredibly powerful. That'll be interesting. You got Roman and Logan Paul. You got the 6-man with the OC and the Judgment Day. So like I said, this card's starting to take shape. Should be an interesting one in early November. And then, later in November, we'll be back again with our Survivor Series predictions. We got War Games in Survivor Series this year. So a little different animal than we're used to at Survivor Series, but should be an interesting one, for us to talk about there. So those are, our predictions. Those are what's coming up. Anything you want to add in closing, Rodney?
Well, outside of this show, I coach a little football team. We just finished up the season undefeated and are ranked in the country. First time ever in the program's history. So, shout out to the Popka 14U, the Pop Warner program in general. Overall, it's a great experience, and we're getting ready for the playoffs now. So
excellent. Well, best of luck to you and your team.
Thank you, brother.
We will give you an update on how they did in the playoffs next time you join us.
Yes. Yes.
So, I'm sure you're all anxiously awaiting to be hearing that as well, along with our wrestling predictions.
Yes.
Give us a like, a share, a subscribe to know when we drop these nuggets of knowledge on your and wherever you are. We hope you're all doing well. Take care of one another, and we will see you when we see you.
See you.